AI, agents. If you run a business online and you use AI at all, then you'll know that there's a big shift that has been happening for the last few months, maybe a year or so, but it's becoming even bigger, and this is called AI agents. So it feels like everybody's talking about AI agents right now, and if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you should definitely watch this video. And even if you do know what I'm talking about, you should definitely also watch this video. So what are AI agents and what should you do? And should you as a business owner even care? The answer is yes. The problem, however, is that most explanations are either too technical or too vague. So in this video, I'm going to fix that. By the end of this video, you'll know the difference between regular AI, workflows, and AI agents, and how each one impacts your business. So I'm going to go step by step and use very simple examples so that we can all recognize them. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm Pam Obasa, and on this channel, I teach you how to use AI, systems, and storytelling to scale your business. I'm so excited about this particular video, all my videos, but this specific one I'm more excited about because it's talking about something that I'm telling you, if you don't catch this now, you're going to be left behind. But I'm here to make sure that that does not happen. So I'm going to be walking through this in 3 different levels: level 1, level 2, and level 3. So level 1, this is all about regular AI, or what's also known as LLMs. So an example of an LLM is ChatGPT, as we all know. Now, ChatGPT, I want you to think about ChatGPT as a really smart assistant. You ask it a question, it gives you an answer. So here's an example prompt you might put into ChatGPT. Write me a sales email for my $7 membership. If I hit enter, it will write something, right? As it's doing right now, right? So it's writing me something, it's giving me some subject lines, it's giving me an email body, etc. So I'm going to pause that because I don't need that. Now let's look at something else that I might want to ask ChatGPT to do for me. So if I wanted ChatGPT to, for example, tell me when my next coaching call with my client Sarah is, let's see what it says. Thinking longer for a better answer, which is its way of saying, Pam, I have no clue what you're talking about right now, but let me try and figure out if I can knock something up together for you. Now it's saying, boom, connect your Google Calendar. Look up events and availability. Interestingly, this is new to me. So I've just clicked on Connect Google Calendar, which again, this is completely new to me. So let's go through the process and see what it does, because what they're doing, OpenAI, is that with GPT 5.0, which is the latest model, they have done a ton of improvements. So let me try to connect my Google Calendar and see how far we get. So it's saying this page will redirect to Google, sign in and confirm permissions, etc., etc. So I'm going to click on Continue to Google Calendar. Okay, wow, it says Google Calendar is now connected. How interesting. Now it's saying searched for events in your Google Calendar. By the way, disclaimer, this is a new update that is happening. It's happened literally as I'm recording this video. I have never seen this before. This is away from what I'm about to teach you, but let's go through it together and see how it works. All right, so it says searching for coaching call, 20 seconds. Now it wants to connect to my Gmail and reference emails. This is new, guys. Just go with me on this. Let's see what happens. That's what I love about OpenAI. All these updates. Let's connect and see what happens. Okay, so it says connecting to Gmail. So it says this page will redirect to Google and etc., etc., etc. So essentially what it's doing is it's doing the job of an AI agent. It wants to be everything for me. Let's keep going and find out. So I'm going to connect to Gmail. Boom, Gmail is now connected. Gmail and Google Calendar. Now in chat, GPT can now reference your emails and calendar events in response. I love discovering things as I'm recording content. Oh my goodness. Which email should I reply to? Help me. So it's telling me to try it out. I'm going to close this because that's not what I want. Let me see, right, if it will give me. So it says accepted using connector, search for emails, reading emails in Gmail. So it's still going. It's looking for this client, Sarah, which by the way doesn't exist. I've made it up because I'm teaching. This is just me recording a video. Let's see if it figures out that this client doesn't exist. I'm so curious to see what it's come up with. So it says here, search for events in Google Calendar, Let's see what happens. Let's give it a minute. It says, I checked your calendar and inbox and couldn't find a coaching call with anyone named Sarah. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's actually properly pulled up my calendar. Okay, here's what I did see. Calendar, only a boys' date, play date with Sarah Hookings. This is my friend. 8th of August, Doha holiday with Sarah. ChatGPT, you are doing too much. You are exposing me right now. No coaching calls with Sarah as scheduled August to September. Email, no recent invite. That's right, because I made it up. If the booking might be under a different name, e.g. her company, or via Calendly, WhatsApp, Zoom with no name entitled, forward me the confirmation or tell me Sarah's surname and I'll find it instantly. I kid you not, I did not know. Like this is new. But I'm loving it. I am loving it because it just proves exactly what I'm trying to show you, which is AI agents. But what I'm gathering in my head based on what I have just seen is that, again, the powers that be, in terms of those who are building AI, they are literally making it even simpler and easier to create agents. Okay, I just want to try something to see what it picks up. Did I have a call booked on my calendar today? Don't show the name. Answer yes or no. I just want to see. Let's see if it tells me. Thinking longer for a better answer. So this is the brilliant thing about GPT 5.0. It thinks longer for a brilliant answer. So it's really brilliant for that. Yes, I did. Okay, brilliant. What is their name? It says, I didn't see any call books with a person's name attached to it today, so there's no individual name showing your calendar for a call. Would you like me to check your inbox too in case there's a confirmation? Okay, so this is a glitch because there was definitely a call booked today, but it hasn't picked it up, which is very interesting, but it picked up other things in my calendar. So that's a little bit glitchy, but that's interesting to see. So when it comes to level 1, guys, with ChatGPT, previously it couldn't read anything. And to be honest with you, it still cannot read your personal information. But the difference now with level 1 with LLMs is that if you give it access, which we have just seen, as I've just, it's just happened as I've been recording. If you give it access, it can pull out information. But most importantly, it will wait for you to ask it to do something before it does it, right? So that hasn't changed. You saw, if I didn't ask it to check my calendar, it wouldn't check. If I didn't ask it when my appointments are, it wouldn't naturally tell me. So that is a level 1 LLMs. Now, let's move into level 2. So level 2 is AI workflows. So if you think about it going up and up and up, so level 1 LLMs, level 2 is higher than level 1, and that is AI workflows. Now, imagine you give AI a to-do list. Here is an example. So I'm going to pop this in this chat. This is my to-do list. Every time I ask about a meeting, check my Google Calendar first, then answer me. That to-do list, that prompt is a workflow. Why? Because it has an extension, right? It doesn't just answer me. It has to go ahead and check something. It's a little bit like Zapier, where it says step 1, do this, and step 2, do that, etc. That is a workflow. Very, very different to normal AI stuff. So here are some workflow examples that you might recognize in your business, for example. If you ask AI to pull leads from Google Sheet, that is a workflow. That's not just a prompt. That's not level 1, that's level 2. So you ask it to pull new leads from Google Sheet, summarize them with AI, draft a welcome email, send it daily at 9 a.m. Imagine doing all of those things automatically without you having to input each time. That is a workflow. The beautiful thing about a workflow is that it saves you a ton of time. So like I said, the good news is that it saves you a ton of time. The bad thing is that it does what you told it to do. And so the problem with that is if you don't like the output, you still have to go back into the workflow to change things by yourself. So let's say, for example, it drafted a welcome email, right? And I didn't like the email. I have to manually go back in to tweak that email. That is a workflow. So workflows are useful, but they are rigid. Now, before I move into level 3, let me summarize the difference. So level 1 LLMs, you ask it to do something and it does it. Level 2 workflows, you give it multiple instructions and it works brilliantly. However, if anything breaks or if anything doesn't work very well, You have to manually go in and change it. Now, let's look at the big dog, the big boss, which is level 3, and that is an AI agent. Now, here's the big leap. With workflows, you are the decision maker. However, with AI agents, AI becomes the decision maker. Do you see the difference? So an AI agent essentially replaces you. So how do you work with an AI agent? Well, the difference is this. Instead of giving it a list of steps of like, do this and then this and then this, all you do is you give it a goal. So here is an example. Let's say a goal that I wanted my agent to have is to create a week of LinkedIn posts from today's trending news. A workflow would only follow your exact steps, but an agent would figure it out by itself. How? Number one, it reasons. AI agent will start to think, where should I find this news? Should I go to Google News? Perplexity? Where do I find it? After it finds the right news, it starts to act and it thinks to itself, okay, I'm going to summarize this news in Google Docs. So it acts and it will think, okay, so I found the news. I'm now going to summarize it in Google Docs, for example. And then I'm going to draft posts. And in number 3, it iterates. So it will draft your post, this AI agent, and then it will think to itself, this post isn't strong enough for Pam's brand. Let me critique and rewrite it until it's better. My goodness. The difference? It'll reason, act, and improve on your behalf without you doing anything. You don't need to change anything. You don't even need to turn up. In fact, you are asleep. And this agent is working for you. This AI agent, it's doing everything for you. That is the power. Agents don't just follow instructions. They make decisions, they test themselves, and they adjust. Now, I know some of you are going ping, 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 as you should be. And there are some of you, listening to this and going, oh my goodness, these AI agents are going to replace humans. Don't worry about that for now. Okay? Don't think about that. We're just going to understand them and we are going to use them to our advantage and for the good of our businesses and for humanity. All right. And in this channel, I'm going to be teaching you how to create these agents as time goes on. In fact, let me just test, the waters and see if that's something you would like to learn. Would you like me to teach you how to create AI agents? If you would, let me know in the comments. If I have at least 100 comments on this, then I'll start churning out some videos of me creating AI agents. So I want to make this really, really practical. So let me use a coaching business, as I know a lot of you are in a coaching space. Let me use that as an example to bring this home. So at level 1, ChatGPT writes an email for you. That's level 1 and it stops there. Level 2 is a workflow. If you have a workflow set up, this workflow might pull in leads and draft one email for each of those leads. That's a workflow, but you had to do all the manual in-betweens to set up that workflow. Now we get to level 3, which is AI agents. So an AI agent not only writes the email, but also this AI agent would notice which of these emails gets more clicks, rewrites the weaker ones, and keeps optimizing your funnel for you without you lifting a finger. I hear you go, hallelujah. I love it. That is why agents are a game changer. So let me know in the comments if this video has finally helped you to understand the difference between AI, workflows, and AI agents, what they actually are. Let me know in the comments. And don't forget, before you go, as I've been talking about ChatGPT a lot, don't forget to catch my video, The Perfect Prompt Formula. Check it out now.